you ask Putin about it?
I did not ask Putin about it. I would never have done it on air because I did ask him a bunch of questions off camera about, he has access to, of course, he controls the Soviet archives, and the Soviets are great archivists. And we know that from the, I'm interested in Soviet leadership and government and all that stuff. There have been a couple amazing books written. The Court of the Red Tsar being, I think, the greatest of them, about Stalin, for example. And one thing you learn from reading the book is they kept records on everything, almost like the Nazis, like crazy level records. And, most of them have never been disclosed. So I did have some questions for Putin about that, about Rudolf Hess specifically. It's one of the great stories in history that doesn't make any sense at all. The number 2 guy in Nazi Germany flying into Scotland in a plane by himself and bailing out, right before the U.S. entry into the war, and had all these things to say that were wild. And one of the things he apparently said in his debriefs was he believed that Hitler was being influenced by demonic spirits that he had summoned through the occult. Huh? That's not worth knowing more about.
There's a lot of stuff on that.
There's a lot. There's a lot. But Hess said that. So I immediately asked Putin about that off camera. I didn't want to seem like a wacko having unauthorized questions, but I did ask him about that. He did not get a satisfactory answer, but I did not ask him about UFOs.
Well, I thought also you may have seen Mark Andreessen recently said that when he met with White House officials who said that they wanted to take control over all AI, that they said to him something like, we've declassified whole areas of science since the 1950s. And I was like, that just seemed like a reference to this stuff. At least to the anti-gravity, if not to some of the UAP stuff.
I think the modern Western mind, the post-1945 Western mind, is incapable of understanding some of the stuff because we lack